Good morning. Welcome back to CBS2 News this morning and streaming on CBSN New York. Mobile 2 out on the road. Look, thank heaven those wipers are working. We're headed towards Red Bank on the GSP right now. Live pictures. Not a lot of people out on the road, but, well, people are probably heeding the warning of just, you know what, let's wait this one out. This is punch one of a 1-2 punch this weekend. Traffic and weather on the twos. Let's get over to John and Alex right now.
That's our camera wiper, correct?
That is, yeah.
Because
those
you saw
flames,
there was stuff accumulating on the wiper. You know, if that happens on your windshield wiper, you got to stop and knock it off. But you know what? There's warmer air going to filter in during the course of this event this morning. That will help. But you know what? Factor in extra time or leave a little later, and you're A-OK. CBSNewYork.com for that list of a few school delays north and west. Let's show you what's going on right now. In our neighborhood, just a little bit of light snow, 31. Winds out of the northeast at 6. There's heavier snow through parts of Middlesex, Monmouth. Look at that right there around Toms River. That's just west of Toms River. There's already some mixing coming in there. It's light snow through Nassau into Suffolk, over the Sound into Fairfield, a break, Orange, Rockland, Passaic, and Sussex. But again, this low will bring in a few more snow showers during the course of the morning commute, and then we get a break. You get a break Friday afternoon, Saturday morning. Then here comes a much more significant storm. Here are the mechanics. A messy start, and then we hit 40. Please, I mean, I know you don't want to hear this, but if you can wrap stuff up Saturday mid-afternoon, you're in great shape because it's snow to start, and then there's that dangerous changeover during the day on Sunday. Sunday, it's just a witch's brew of weather as we'll be able to serve up everything, and the potential is there for a ice event during the course of the Sunday period. I'll show you what we're talking about. It's a winter storm warning up here. That's where we see over a foot of snow possible. I know, a foot of, yeah, that's right. But it's a winter storm watch for the city. The concern is where you have warm air filtering in and a lot of available moisture, you could see sleet, an extended period of sleet. This is an extremely troubling model guidance for future ice. Look at this. Sunday morning, you could already see 1/10 of an inch of ice in the city. If this sleet sets up, surfaces are cold enough to hang on to the ice. You could see 1/2 an inch of ice. And the problem is with the model runs this morning, it's right over the city. So this is the key concern during the first half of your Sunday. Then we're hoping for wind. Not so much that we want a 40-mile-an-hour wind, but that will help to dry off surfaces, because if not, where roads have been treated and it's slushy and it's wet, you could see widespread icing with a flash freeze event into your Monday. I know, ice, not nice, ice, dangerous. 40, your high today. Remember, it starts as snow tomorrow late in the afternoon. Take advantage of your Saturday morning. And then Sunday, rain, ice, mix, and then what isn't treated will freeze. Monday, 16, will feel like maybe 0 if you're lucky. Widespread sub-zero wind chills all day on Monday. People want to hit me in the shins right now. Alex?
Yes, I do, John. If you're traveling this morning in the Bronx, there's this accident that has a lane blocked. It's on the southbound side of the Major Deegan at 149th Street. We're seeing some delays now back to Yankee Stadium. Then in Raritan, New Jersey, an accident with a down pole has Route 202 closed southbound at Milltown Road. Also in Keyport, Route 36 is closed in both directions. It's due to emergency electrical repairs underway. In Newark, an accident has 2 lanes closed on the southbound side of the truck lanes of the Turnpike at exit 14. Also a 45-mile-per-hour speed restriction on the Turnpike. That's for the entire length due to salting operations. The Garden State Parkway as well as Route 78. It's the same story. Now, Mass Transit, New Jersey Transit's Port Jervis line has 45-minute delays in both directions. It's due to Metro North signal problems near Harriman. Everything else is on or close to schedule. Metro North path trains and LIRR. Alternate side parking is in effect today citywide. Be safe. Don't text and drive. Mary, back to you.
Alex, thank you. Commuter alert this morning. L train shutdown officially canceled. The change in plans comes after Governor Cuomo visited the Canarsie Tunnel earlier this month. He proposed a plan to shut down one tube at a time. That's exactly what the MTA will do. The tunnel, which carries the L train between Manhattan and Brooklyn, was scheduled to close entirely on April 27th for a 15-month renovation to repair damage from Superstorm Sandy. The MTA is currently revising a closure schedule and timeline for the new plan.
Well, a group of New York State senators will hold hearings on the Long Island Railroad's on-time performance. They sent a letter to LIRR President Philip Eng calling the railroad's recent performance, quote, subpar and in desperate need of thorough review. The hearings will include testimony from riders and transit experts. Senator Todd Kaminsky of Long Beach has been leading LIRR reform efforts. He says he wants the hearings to take place on Long Island sometime in the next 6 weeks.
Mayor de Blasio sounding the alarm about the federal government shutdown. He says if it doesn't end soon, New Yorkers will be hit with cuts to programs, including food and housing assistance. More from CBS2 political reporter Marcia Kramer.
People who live in Harlem and other hard-pressed communities getting a scary be prepared warning from Mayor de Blasio. If the government shutdown doesn't end by March 1st, the spigot of federal aid will dry up.
We are now entering nothing less than a full-blown crisis.
$500 million a month in federal aid for food stamps, rental assistance, school lunches, homeless programs, and fighting opioid addiction will be lost. And according to de Blasio, back payments will probably not be made up when the shutdown ends.
In my time as mayor, this city has faced terrorist attacks, storms, natural disasters, and every time that I've stood before all of you, I've been able to tell the people of New York City that things are going to be okay. Today, I have to tell you that things are not okay.
Sitting beside a countdown clock, city officials said lost food aid alone would affect 1.6 million New Yorkers. Officials telling recipients they're getting double benefits this month and to spend carefully because there will be no check in March unless the shutdown ends.
It is a complicated message for people living on the edge.
Mr. Mayor, are you being realistic or pessimistic, preparing people or scaring people?
You know, Marcia, it's a very fair question, but I think you'd be the first to say if I held back this information and weeks later the worst was going on, you'd say, why didn't you tell us sooner?
In Harlem, where many depend on food stamps and other aid programs, many say they're scared. How worried are you?
A lot, because I don't get a lot. That would mean that no food, no nothing for the baby?
It's not just people losing out on food stamps, you know. It's people who's losing out on their medication, their coverage, rent. It's a lot of people that depend on the government.
I don't know how a lot of people are going to eat.
Meanwhile, Governor Cuomo said that the state is taking steps to make sure that furloughed federal workers get unemployment and other benefits. In the newsroom, I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.
It's now 5:19, still ahead why simple household chores could be good for your health.
Also coming up on CBS 2 News this morning and streaming on CBSN New York, the Knicks suffer an unusual last-second loss in London.
We're on storm watch this morning. A check on traffic and weather on the 2's coming your way on the 2's next.